Привit, I'm Chuck Wolinek, a Ukrainian-American, baptized with the name Yaroslav. And that's kind of convenient because that's the name I use in the Society for Creative Anachronism, where I'm known as Yaroslav the Persistent, or Yari to most people. Today is February 2nd. That makes it, for some people, Candlemas, pretty significant Christian feast day. Marks the presentation of the infant Jesus at the temple and the purification of the Virgin Mary, 40 days after Christmas. Keep in mind that number, 40 days. Okay. For others, it's Imbolc, an ancient Celtic cross-quarter festival, and that marks the midway point between the winter solstice and the spring equinox, and it honors the returning light and the goddess Bridget, and you get to celebrate that with fire. Keep the fire thing in mind. Fire rituals and crafting Bridget's crosses and cleaning and honoring the hearth. Okay, you want to be more mundane? Groundhog Day. Happy Groundhog Day. And from what I saw this morning, we get another 6 more weeks of winter. So, all right. For the Slavs, especially the Western Slavs, such as, the Poles, it's Gromnica or Sretenaya, and it's the time between, again, winter solstice and the spring equinox, and it's approximately 89 days, 88.9 when I got obsessive compulsive this morning and looked it up. And all three of these festivals mark the midway point. So even the coldest and most difficult periods end with the arrival of spring, and the snow is melting, and there's new possibilities. It's a lot like this Slavic proverb that I heard of, after the storm, sunlight. After sorrow, joy. So we're kind of looking at the cup as half full. And, the frost is receding and there's difficulties that are going away. Also, the wolves, which have been a source of problems during the depths of winter, they're going to become less of one. And Gromnica comes from the word Hrom, which is basically thunder. And since winter is beginning to pass, thunderstorms are going to become more common. And at this time of year, that's going to start to symbolize Perun, that he is waking up, and things are going to work out okay. So there's also another goddess that's associated with this, and her name is Zwiana, or Divana. I prefer Divana, the Polish goddess of youth and wild things and the moon and the hunt. Think Diana. All right, if you need to go for another, pantheon here. And she's become a ritual symbol of the Divine Mother, or as the Poles would name her, the Maiden, who is protecting people from wolves. And there aren't many things that people dread more than wild animals and the weather, because both of those are beyond their control. And that brings us to the Gromnica candle, sometimes called a thunder candle. These beeswax candles would be made on Gromnica Day, and they would be lit at this time, but there's going to be a whole bunch of these candles held in reserve because these are talismans. While outside winter's going away and spring is arriving, and you have the emergence of light and the departure of darkness, candles get lit all around the house. They're placed in every corner, and they're placed in the yard, and they're symbolizing the return of warmth and rebirth. Okay, the Gromnica or thunder candles, they're basically going to be, like I said, held in reserve because these are considered to be powerful talismans. Now take a look at this. We return to the goddess Divana, who had power over the wolves. There was a belief that when people ventured forth and they carried one of these thunder candles with them, they were not only protected from thunderstorms, but also from wolves. So, happy Candlemas, happy Imbolc, happy Gromnica. Until the next time, do pobачення.